Hey everyone, back with a quick update on the 180 with all the fish. I actually got a new fish, which after having him in there for the first night, some of his dorsal fins, I guess you'd say, are a little torn up, so I don't know if it's the clown knife getting him. I do know when I added him in, the catfish kind of went over to him and nipped at him. I don't know if he was just feeling him out or what he was doing, but not sure if I want this fish to stay in here, just for the sole fact that it is the smallest one in here. So I believe the last update was, I just posted it a week ago or so, but all the fish have actually been in here for about two and a half weeks now, since the 7th I believe it was. But yeah, here we go. So here we are at the 180. Here is the new fish, about a 10-inch Datnoid. He is fairly small for this tank. Not sure how I like him in here. I thought he'd be okay, which I'm sure he would be if I leave him in here, but for some reason, you know, I have to get all these bright ideas. But anyway, yeah, here is the new one. It's pretty dark right now. The catfish, his fins are healing up fairly nicely. This one's a little worse. No more red blood spots from where he pretty much crucified himself in the net trying to get him in here. The clown knife has since woken up. He's fine now, swimming around, exploring. Of course, the gar, he's doing just fine. He was fine 2 minutes after I put him in the tank. He was the first one to eat. As soon as I transferred them all in here, he ate right away. I did put a towel up over that window just to prevent any algae growing in the tank, because the light excuse me, the light is, I rarely ever turn the light on unless I'm down here, because the 125 had the timer on it, which I could put a timer on the light, but I'd rather just not have the light on all that much. The water is still kind of cloudy. I don't know what's going on there. I believe it's because, actually I don't know. But anyway, sump's a little low. It's time to do a water change on it again. Second water change. I did use these sponges from the FX4 and 6 in this baffle just to kind of catch all the debris and stuff. But I did get a filter sock, and I found that with the sponges in this baffle and the filter sock on was causing a lot of restriction. Not that I couldn't just turn the pump up anyway, but it looks like the filter sock is pretty dirty, so it's not even flowing through it, it's just bubbling up over it now. But so far, the world of sumps, this has not been bad. I haven't had any weird things happen with it yet. But also, I'm starting to wonder if, since it's so free flowing, if you will, that's why the tank is so cloudy. It's really not that cloudy, I don't think. I think it's just the light. That light I have on it right now is probably for like a 55 gallon, 40 gallon tank, so it's really not that bright, which I kind of like because it isn't too bright, since most of these fish kind of like it dark, I guess. Water is a little green. But I'm going to show you my next idea that I just came up with. So back in this room where the 125 was with all the big fish, you guys remember, there was an FX6 and an FX4 under here. I actually took the FX6 to my dad's house at the 125 I have there with the Oscars and the, oh man, the tinfoil barb. Just so that, because that tank's had a FX4 on it ever since I've had that tank. And I figured that they would appreciate the bigger filter and more water flow. But the whole point of getting that 180 or getting the 240 going was so that those monster fish could have a bigger tank, because they desperately needed it. At least the catfish did for sure. The clown knife, I'm sure, is enjoying it, and the gar definitely loves it, even though he's the smallest. The whole point was because this tank I got it from a friend, which he got it for free. Not sure how old the tank is. It came out of a nail salon, and you could tell the previous person re-siliconed certain sections because it's still clear here, it's black back there, it's black halfway up here, it's all black over there, and only in the corners. So at one point it did need to be resealed, but obviously they didn't fully reseal it. And that's the reason why I wanted to get those big fish out of here, was because there's like pieces of silicone in the corners coming up that just kind of free float in the water, and that was kind of concerning. And also this tank really needs to be deep cleaned. But now that I got that Datnoid, and he's fairly small compared to the other fish, I'm not sure how long the silicone will hold in this tank, but the tank that Datnoid was in from the guy I got him from, which I get a lot of fish from anymore, he actually had them in a 10-foot acrylic with some driftwood. And I noticed that when I got there, all 4 of the Datnoids he had were kind of hiding in the wood and until they felt comfortable to come out. So I have this big piece of driftwood. I still have both FX4s that are currently empty. So I'm getting the idea of maybe putting that Datnoid in here, and also maybe moving the 2 smaller clown knives in here, and the maybe the Bichers too. Getting this back up and running just for giggles, even though it needs to be resealed desperately. I have everything to get it going again, which is no problem. I just don't know what I'd put in it. Definitely the Datnoid, maybe the Bichers, maybe the albino channel cap. Not sure yet. Like I said, this was just a quick update. I know I always say that, and it's never a quick update. It's usually like a 12-15 minute video. But let me know what you guys think about resetting up this 125. I have everything to do it. Definitely the Datnoid. And if there's any other of my fish that I do still have or whatnot that you think should go in there with the Datnoid, leave it in the comments, let me know, because I'm kind of excited. I want to set this tank back up, even though my water bill won't be happy. But if that's something you guys want to see, definitely let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.